Guys, you saw the title or thumbnail correctly. Oh yeah. BW if you didn't come from shorts, let me fill you in on some stuff. And please don't convince me to not quit. I've made my decision. I can change it on my own. Hey guys, I quit Dandy's World. I'm not rage baiting or making a late April Fool's joke. I'm seriously tired of the fandom. That's the reason why I'm quitting. I got harassed by a fruitcake shipper and that was the last straw for me. By the way, I made this while being super tired, so most of the grammar or things probably won't make sense. I'm going to give a proper explanation on why I'm quitting in video form, and the background shows my last time playing Dandy's World. First of all, can we talk about how I got harassed? It's cause I didn't ship fruitcake. I was Caramel Sprout and a Cosmo joined and switched their skin to the caramel one. It doesn't sound like a big deal right now, right? Well, at first I thought it as nothing, but they started backshotting me as a joke. But I wasn't comfortable with that. I told them to stop, but they wouldn't. Then I said I didn't ship fruitcake. Okay, so basically they started trying to grief me and they wouldn't heal me at all either. They told me they would come to my house. The other thing they said tag, but I'm assuming they said kill me. Also, I left after that. So I don't really have anything else to add to that. But I do have something else to say. Can we talk about how toxic the fandom is? First of all, if you don't like the ship the person is shipping, they'd immediately be toxic to you. Not everyone, but most of the time. Also, the Toodles shippers. The game would be much better if the toxic shippers weren't here. Even Quelver posted a video on TikTok that was about how the people in the game just ship, and ship. They don't even care about the game. And you know it's bad when the owner agrees. But I'd like to thank Dandy's World for making me popular-ish. I know I might lose subscribers or views or likes for this, but it feels wrong. To make videos that I don't even like anymore. I left all my favorite games for Dandy's World, even my friends. I would ditch my OG friend to play with my new friends. I know it was wrong and I don't know why I did that. Dandy's World helped me, but also ruined my life. I loved Dandy's World so much, but the fandom ruined it. I know it might be too much, but could my Dandy's World viewers still support me? But anyways, enough about that. Let's talk about another reason why I quit. Oh yeah, before we do, okay, anyways, we talked about the toxic shippers, but what about toxic Dandy's World players in general? First of all, I've seen someone grief a new player because they were new. How about you think about that they could quit the game? This gives a bad look to Dandy's World, and people might not want to play anymore. Dandy's World could possibly lose players because of you. I experienced this myself when I was new. I accidentally led a twisted to someone while I was running away. They spammed "I hate Poppy and we should kill her." Please think about your actions. I almost stopped playing because of that. I only played Dandy's World for some of my friends. They weren't the OG friend I ditched, by the way. Can we also talk about the stereotypes? Toodles equals medkit stealer. Poppy and Boxton equals dumb new players and possible medkit stealers. Mains equals the best players in the game and they will never camp at elevators. They always help. I don't know about the rest of the stereotypes. I forgot about them. About the stereotypes again. Just because someone's a main doesn't mean they won't be a medkit stealer, grief, camp at Ellie, be bad at the game, etc. Also, I met a Boxton and Toodles who were actually pretty good. I died before them too. So actually stop the stereotypes. Someone wise once said, it's not the tune, it's the player. Also, I know this isn't Dar Man. Also, can we talk about how I can't go a single game without 100 people dying on floors 1-2 ? In the background someone just died. Also, we're on floor 2 and half of my team just died. Actually more than half. But anyways, let me sum up why I quit. I'm gonna be wrapping up the video. People dying on floors 1-2 at PMO. The toxic shippers and toxic people who love to harass. Not all of the shippers though. The stereotypes. I have more things to say, but also this is the last thing I'm talking about. For a big shipper attempt whenever I said I didn't ship that ship, so I'm done with everything and everyone about Dandy's World. I genuinely feel bad for Quell. Goodbye and take care. Have a good day. I might come back if the fandom decides to make a comeback or the game itself. Again, don't harass me in the comments section.